All right, hello and welcome to the. Is this the third or fourth? I think this is the third playoffs ranking we've done.
Probably second to last overall,
Yeah,
so that might be the easier way to say it.
absolutely, it absolutely is. This is our penultimate episode. We will be going through the end of round 4, our round 6 battles, and our round 7 battle. We've officially reached top 3 at the end of this battle. I won't say who's in there because that'll be revealed later. You'll get to see all battles, then we'll conclude a few weeks later with our final results. AKA finals will come out after I get home from vacation. We're going to start off pretty simple. We're going to jump right into it. We have me versus Zach first. Also, I'm joined by Lex and special guest Gus. Welcome, Gus.
Hello.
We're going to jump into it. First battle, we have myself versus Zach. Zach has brought Ogerpon Wellspring, Iron Moth, Regieleki, Electros, or not Electros, Archeops. I can't fucking speak. I don't even know why I said that. Regice and Krokorok. And then I have brought Dragapult, Sylveon, Mega Bird, Incineroar, Toxicroak, and Fortress. So I'm going to pull up my set and Zach's set. We can look at them real quick. So first we have Zach's sets. I can pretty much understand why every single move on Ogerpon's brought. I don't know if I'm big on the Scarf Toxic on Iron Moth.
Secret
Secret
tech.
tech, I guess, yeah.
It is secret tech.
I there's Scarf Regieleki, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Because I actually have...
I think assurance is a funny move to have.
Yeah, I wonder if there's something that Zach was specifically trying to make sure he could always outspeed and then damage with assurance.
My God.
We have Archeops with Power Herb Meteor Beam, which I know Zach is a very big fan of. I like AV Reggie a lot because he kind of can just be this like really bulky attacker, especially with Terra Water, and then you have Bolt Beam, Flash Cannon, and Water moves. And then if you like Croc, I feel like it's just kind of been like a staple on Zach's team as like a pseudo physical wall. I mean, it gets really bulky with Eviolite, and you get the -1 from Intimidate. It feels like a really good lead option as well, especially with Toxic and Rocks and Knockoff. It can just do everything you need it to. All right, and now to my team. First, I'll get to Pult later. I want to talk about Pult especially later. I want to first talk about then Sylveon, which is actually... This Sylveon set was specifically designed to, like, 1v1 and set up on Krokorok. With Lumberry for in case it Toxic, max defense and HP as well. Calm Mind, and then Draining Kiss. And then obviously Pixelite Hyper Voice. And then Psyshock was for, like, other threats as well, just because it was really good damage. This is a Mega Pidgeot set.
It's the 4 moves that Mon
Yeah.
gets.
Hey,
And by golly, it's gonna click them.
it gets Roost. Don't forget Roost.
Oh, I'm sorry. It has 5 moves. You have
I look
to
into-
you have to get rid of one of them. You're
I look into
spoiled for
Pandora's
choice.
box and I go, "Are you Defog or are you Roost?"
That's really what it is. It's like, yeah. Incineroar returns with the Pasho Berry from week 2 when I last battled Zach. Earthquake, again, is just so good for dealing with, like, Iron Moth and Regieleki. It kind of feels like a must-have on this Mon versus Zach. Parting Shot is just one of the most busted moves in the game, so is Knockoff and Willow. And then, obviously, the Pasho is to help deal with either Water Terra Blast from Regice, which Zach has brought a lot of, and then also Ivy Crunchel. Mr. Frog, Terra Dark, Sucker Punch, and Knockoff. Bullet Punch gives priority, so we can always outspeed things, and then Poison Jab's just good damage. And then we have Fortress. I'm a big fan of the defensive-ish Fortress. Rapid Spin is for hazard removal in case Zach does get those rocks up, specifically to help another Pokemon, which I'll get to in a second. Protect Leftovers, I think, is busted, especially with Toxic, and then Rocks of our own. Now, the main reason I want to get those rocks off is because Dragapult is here, and Dragapult is specifically running a Sash D-Dance set. Yeah, so after a D-Dance, Dragapult outspeeds every single thing on Zach's team that he could have brought, except for Scarf Regieleki.
Oh.
I was like, okay, with these EVs, +1 Dragapult outspeeds Jolly/Timid Regieleki. The only thing I can't outspeed is Scarf Regieleki. Uh, also, if we break our
There's
sash,
not a Scarf Reggie
we
Lucky
get
on that
acrobatics boost. Clear body, so we can't be intimidated by Krokorok, and then Phantom Force is mainly because Zach has two other mon on his team that he did not bring, which are Sinistra and Gardevoir, and I'd like to have a Ghost type move for Gardevoir. Anyways, let's jump into the battle. Again, I lead Sylveon because I'm expecting Krokorok, and I'm like, honestly, with Psyshock, I'm not worried about Regice, and rightfully so.
Yeah, that was scrumptious.
Regice, well known for dealing an amount of damage.
An amount.
Kind of like we give Ogerpon a kiss. Also, we live that. Shout out to Sylveon, and having Ogerpon off the board felt really safe for me. I'm happy to just trade this. I know exactly how to answer.
No nicknames. I think you deserve to lose. Oh wait, everyone had nicknames except for
That's
the
actually
Sylveon.
really fucked up of me. I feel like that's such a nice knockoff.
That's a really good knock.
Yeah,
Basically renders Krokorok nothing
I
now.
completely fucked up that though, and then I fuck up again.
Oh!
And I'm like, okay, let's just go to Fortress.
Luckily, you have a
I'm
Fortress.
like, we can survive any physical moves they throw at us. That's not physical.
Goodness.
And I'm like, you know what?
gracious.
Thank you, Holy Hand Grenade. And then I'm like,
That
you
was
know
a-
what? It's Dragapult time. Kind of bummed the sash didn't break actually, but we get to kill Archeops, and I'm like, okay, I think we just win from here.
Nope. Oh!
So, if you might recall, we actually have some HP investment from earlier.
That's
And I
huge.
think this made that like a 46% chance to kill for Zach. It was like a roll not in his favor. And I'm like, no way, that's Scarf. Also, thankfully, Assurance, they have to be damaged first for the double damage, so it's really low base power.
Yeah.
We just go for it again.
We just get to click the D-Dance move for a few turns in a row.
We just
Or the Dragon Dart.
I'm honestly surprised it didn't kill. And I'm like, okay, the damage has been done. And Toxicroak just cleans up. Because I'm like, there's nothing Iron Moth can actually do to Toxicroak that can threaten us. And I just go for the Terra Dark knockoff.
Oof.
That did more than I thought. Maybe I shouldn't have Terra Darked. But then we just go for Sucker Punch, and that's game.
GG.
I think that's MVP full.
I think it's gotta be
I don't know
Fortress.
who else it would be.
Yeah.
My favorite bird on the field.
Fortress 9 did let us get the safe switch into Dragapult. So like, yeah, it is Fortress. I will say, shout out to Toxicroak. I think so far in like my playoffs win, it has been so vital, especially like versus Guy, where he'll just take out both Togekiss and Mega Medicham. Terra Toxicroak I think is absolutely come into its like shape and form in the last few weeks, and huge for that. Anyways, moving on, we have Ben versus Andro. On Ben's side, we have Volcarona, Primeape, Quagsire, Komala, Mega Mawile, and Galarian Moltres. On Andrew's side, we have Cetitan, Slowking, Heatran, Mega Altaria, Morpeko, and Brambleghast. And here's my question when I see this. Where's the Bibarel that swept last time? Anyways, on Ben's side, we have Lex. He did it. He did it. He did it.
There are shoes on that bug.
He gave the bug its shoes, and also I think that's a stock standard Volk set. It's a very good set, so it's like I don't care. I don't mind.
I think I copy and pasted this set once into a team.
The only time it ever changes if you're swapping Fire Dance for Flamethrower, and if you can Terra Volk, and that's Giga Drain becomes Terra Blast, or Bug Blast becomes Terra Blast. I like the Primeape set a lot. I really like that Quagsire set. Maybe I would like a Toxic on it though for like Liquidation or Earthquake. That's my only like change I would like really like to see. That feels like a Komala set. Like that feels like a utility Komala set if I've ever seen one. I think it can do really solid work. And I actually really like that Mega Mawile set. Like, a lot. I think that's real. I think the Brick Break's really good prep because I think Andro does have a lot of, like, screen potential on his team. And I'm not sure if I'm big on the, like, Tailwind, though, on Galarian Moltres. I think I would have preferred, like, just Agility, actually. Also, I don't... Shadow Ball's kind of just not good, I feel, because it doesn't have... It hits the exact same things.
I was gonna say, Ghost and Dark hit the exact same things, were super effective.
Yeah, and I think... I guess the only thing it would, like, be is, like, is it better damage into, like... What on Andro's?
That is a Komala set, although I like U-turn.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Komala
Like, I think
to get it like in and out.
I think there's a lot of things that you can really hit hard on Andro's team with Earthquake, so I can get why.
Oh yeah, I was saying like over like Body Slam,
yeah.
but if you want to get like as much damage as possible, like that makes sense
Yeah.
as well. You could have also ran Ice Spinner
Hmm.
on it to hit Lando or Mega Altaria for super effective.
Or
I still think it's fucked up that that thing gets rapid spin. What is it spinning?
it's Log.
It's the only Pokemon in the game that gets U-turn plus Wish plus Rapid Spin.
Gentlemen, take notes. Get this guy to All-Star
Kamala Harris is
usage.
a great Pokemon. It's got some nice tools.
Sylvester is my goat.
Yeah. On Andrew's team, we've got that's a terrifying Titan right there.
That's a Titan set if I've ever seen one.
Nope. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Terra. I will say I don't like the Terra Fairy when you don't have Terra Blast as much. Like I feel like I would rather like. Oh hi Andrew, we're actually talking about you. We're saying. I would have preferred like I think an offensive Terra when you're trying to like sweep a Titan set. I feel.
Yeah, because Fairy, you're not resisting fire.
You are
You're still weak to steel.
resist fighting though, which Ben does have a premier fighting type on his team.
That is
Which I think
true.
is actually very helpful.
And I wouldn't want to take a brick break from a Mega Mawile.
Yeah.
I think the reason I ended up going Fairy over Ground was because of the Moltres.
I mean, I was saying I think Terra Ice would have been the best, just for like extra damage on Ice Spinner.
That's fair.
That's a Slowking set. I'm curious.
Yep, that is the most Slowking.
I was about to say I'm curious Power Gym, but I remember there's Galarian Moltres and Volcarona on the team, and I remember why you bring that.
Yeah, it's a fun bring. I like Power Gem.
I think it's really good. Rock's a really good offensive type.
I think Solar Beam Power Herb Heatran is really funny.
It is.
Because like you would always just switch. Switch Quagsire hit on Heatran.
No, so I think that's a really
and then
nice,
just clicks the Solar
I
Beam
think it's
button.
actually like a really nice little bring. I'm curious I'm curious about like with the EVs, like what Heatran outspeeds with that, just because I don't know what exactly that speed reaches. Yeah. I like the Altaria set. I think that's really good for like because I know I agree with like the Facade. Because like one pixelate Facade actually sounds like horrifying, especially with like I think there is a lot of good. Actually, wait, Ben brought like 0 status.
But there's Flame Body on
Oh,
Volcarona.
okay, yeah, that's true. I think like as well, like a lot of these Pokemon are Pokemon you'd expect to normally bring like hazards, like or like not hazards, but like status. Like I think Toxic Quagsire is really common. Flame Body Volcarona, Vileplume stuff. Like I think it's actually a really good bring. Yes. Dark EMZ Parting Shot. Oh, it's so strong. It's so strong.
The Z shot is
Also,
very funny.
I checked the speed creep. It was for Kamala.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Just because that thing deleted it.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, I guess it lets you like pretty freely willow it, so it can't really hurt you as much. Or just take it out. I actually really like the Morpeko. I think Seed Bomb's really good bring for Quagsire. Just take it by surprise and take that dog out. Rapid Spin's always good.
Yeah, there's a lot of Quagsire hate on this team.
Aura Wheel is a really good move, actually.
Yeah, that move
I do not blame you
makes
for going,
Morpeko
like-
actually kind of usable.
Like, speed is the best stat in the game, and having that. Bramble's good has removal, but like I'm not sure because like I know my thought with like Wind Rider is just like because like you
Strength Step is really scary when there's a Defiant Mon.
also my thought.
Wait, just real quick, what for Facade on Mega Altaria if you're natural cure?
Well, that's
Oh wait, no, it becomes fucking
Yeah.
Pixelate. Yeah, sorry.
yeah no, but like I was gonna say
I-
my worry with Bramble Gas is that like doesn't it? I guess like if you want to switch it on like Moltres' flying moves for like I don't know if Air Slash does Air Slash get Wind Rider boosted?
No.
Does it not? No one does.
I don't think so.
That was just
No,
not a
no.
wind move.
Okay, it's Air Cutter, not Air Slash. It is Hurricane. Like no, like basically all of these moves, it's just immune to.
Although it does have Tailwind.
Yeah.
Does it activate if your opponent's Tailwind? Oh, on its side or when the Pokemon. Oh no. It has to be on its side, not other side.
Gotcha.
That's fucked
No,
up.
but like taking no damage from wind moves, I think is really good if like Hurricane had been brought, for example. I will say I think the one thing is just it doesn't want to take a Fiery Wrath is the issue.
Yeah, it does. That's true.
But no, I love.
I feel like Bramble always kind of wants to be fast because it can never really like live a hit much, even if it's max like
'Cause
defenses.
it's like what it's.
But
I think it's what is it? It's like 55, 70, 70.
Yeah, it's not super
Yeah.
bulky.
Anyways, let's jump into the battle. Yeah, Nova Barrel. I'm curious about the. I don't know if I fuck with the.
Julie, is there a way to make the battle screen like bigger on
I
yours?
honestly don't know.
It's like-
I don't see a way to.
Because like mine is like huge on my screen, so I'm not sure. Oh, it's cut. If you make the screen bigger, like if you magnify it, it makes the
Oh.
battle bigger.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's better. Also, and I don't think we mentioned it. Terraghost Primate. I mean, it's good.
Gyarados Primeape is really good. I would know. Except mine got Thunderwaved, and
I was
got
gonna say
Gyarados
unless it
in
gets
turns.
T-waved.
Yeah, I do like the Intimidate. That's really good.
That's
So
huge.
huge.
I was gonna say you bringing Wisp on Mega Altaria.
That's
is
a
huge
really
because-
bad brick break as well. I feel like you just
Yeah.
want to click Iron Head. It does have Iron Head, right?
Yeah, now
Oh,
Mega
or play rough.
now Mega Mawile is
Oh,
just a nothing
yeah.
mon.
That's the
And
I
a
think
play
that's the
rough
issue.
miss
I
is
feel like
rough.
Mega Mawile is one of those like that was one of those like OU singles mons.
It's a feast or famine mon.
Yeah, but like I was going to say more like I feel like it's one of those mons that's like really good in like OU and stuff on ladder because you have to prep for it. You have to make an entire team. But I feel like it kind of struggles a bit more in draft because it doesn't have that speed or the bulk. So it's really easy to play around. It's kind of like King Gambit because it's playing Sucker Punch games.
You got a
That's a
rage
really good
fist
rage
off.
fist. So
This is
uh-oh.
gonna be really stupid.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I will say, thank God it's toxic.
38 is crazy.
Yeah, thank God it's toxic though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have gotten
I will
a little,
say, I think
a little dicey.
Yeah, when I did that, it was
yeah,
burned.
I think
So it
I
lived.
think if it wasn't toxic, that might be game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quagsire is a guy,
Quagsire can sit in front of Satitan like really
but not for
well.
a slow K.
Yeah.
And I think this is a really smart pivot from Ben. I think it's actually
Ooh.
really good though that you don't reveal the grass knot yet, because if Ben thinks you're going to go for a toxic later, that might be really good for you. Knockoff. Actually, that's really nice because like if you do go for a belly drum, then you don't get the like switch. Also, that's such a nice para.
But like here is
Big
when I
hero.
think you'd really want to have U-turn
I agree.
on Kamala, so you're not like having to switch in early. You would have that like slower pivot. Although now that it's paralyzed, it's not slower, so it doesn't really matter.
I feel like Ben should have gone for body press last turn, not on this turn. That feels fine. Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine. But this is huge. That is.
Oh,
Yep.
that is crazy.
Just Z parting shot is a very fun move.
Z parting shot is so good.
Yeah, that's actually a really good switch for Ben.
Holy chip.
That's actually a really nice toxic though, because this thing can't just like run away with the game, especially because you have Heatran. Like,
Yeah, this thing cannot
Speak of
hit
the devil.
Heatran.
you will enter his volcano.
Fire Doggo fan in chat.
Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, learning from last time. That did a lot actually.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was a very nice.
Although this is like the least paralyzed Pokemon I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Paralysis is a choice by many.
I think that's a good switch from Ben.
Yeah, this Quagsire has been like a problem on, which I guess it's a good thing you prepped so much prep
I
for
will
it. 'Cause
say-
it's just been like
Imagine if this Quagsire had Toxic though. Like, imagine if it had Toxic Slowking.
Yeah.
I think that would be so much better for Ben. That's
that's a good power
yeah.
gem.
That was a huge
Because like you know
Mm.
it's switching because it doesn't want to get grass knotted.
I think that's actually even more than the power gem. That's a really good Toxic, because I think
Yeah.
this. Here's the thing: Moltres has to be the win con. Like, if it can't
Yeah.
get through, okay. Oh,
Oh.
but you just switch to Morpeko.
That's a
Just switch to
rough
Morpeko.
lunch.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
chip.
you win.
That's
Like, I feel
holy
like
chip.
you like Quagsire comes
Yeah,
in.
no, I won the second Moltres.
Seed Bomb. That's huge.
Ooh.
And now you win because
Have
you
power of
click
Solar
the,
Beam and
click the
Volcarona
Solar Beam button and
can't
you win.
fucking touch Heatran. Now, to be fair,
Oh my
I will
god.
say, I mean, I'm going to defend Ben because there's zero way he could have read
You
that.
can prep. You don't prep.
There's
for
no
fucking-
way.
You don't prep for quad grass move team.
There's no way that he knew that was coming out. But if he did, for some reason, switch to Volkir, he wins. There's no way he would have done that. But if he did,
But yeah, now at this point it's over.
and for that, I think it's MVP Heatran. Like,
Yeah, because I think you lose the game if you don't have very specifically Solar Beam Power Herb.
Solar Beam Power Herb might be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
so here,
Everyone take notes in the
Well,
comments.
it's a good thing you'll get to see it again.
Certainly not.
so now here's a question. What would we deem the round 2 lower bracket MVP? Dragapult or Heatran?
Ooh.
I want to give it to
I mean-
Heatran because I think Power Herb. Oh shit! I think Power Herb. No offense to Pulp, but I think it's more impressive than Power Herb.
I think you could have won the game without
I was about to
Dragapult.
say that. I think Heatran was more game winning.
And Andrew, I think you lose if you don't have Power Herb Solar Beam. So I'm
Yeah.
going to give it to the Heatran.
No, I
being the
100%
MVP of
agree.
week.
I think it is. Anyways, now
Although Slowking Toxics also did a lot of work, because you also do just like straight up
yeah,
lose to that
Slowking-
Primeape if you don't click
Slowking
Toxic
was
with
so important
Slowking.
this week.
I think you could. You can make it for like Slowking as well, but Heatran is like the more obvious choice.
Uh-huh.
Hashtag not my MVP. Hashtag Fire Doggo gang.
I don't know. There's so many Doggo fans now that are just joining games, and I don't know who they are.
They sense.
true
They sense the
fans
dogs.
know that he's a toad.
No.
But yeah, no, I think I agree that it's Heatran. Anyways, moving on to round 5, we have 2 battles. We have myself versus Lex and Andro versus Parker. And we'll
Yippee!
start with myself versus Lex, and I think we got our sets because I think we both did a little bit of cookage for this.
I think I did quite a bit of cooking.
You did
You'll
more.
see.
Well, you did way more than me.
Is this the one you? Did you show me this team?
I think so.
So I have brought Dragapult, Sylveon, Fortress, Toxicroak, Kartana, and Mega Pidgeot. Hey, look familiar to last week? And Lex has.
I don't know. You added in an extra dog on your team.
I swapped a cat for a dog.
Oh, sorry, bird.
Oh yeah,
I was talking
I
about
swapped
birds
the cat
again.
for a bird.
Cartana is a bird,
Yeah.
by the way.
It does fly.
And then on Lex's side, we have
I got the dogs.
Tinkaton, Typhlosion, Mandibuzz, Lilligant, Zamazenta, and Clodsire. Yeah, you have 3 dogs.
I would say you have 4 dogs.
Mandibuzz?
Mandibuzz is a little
Okay.
dog, like.
I'm going to talk about Dragapult at the end. I'm going to talk about the top 2 at the end. First, we're going to talk about Mr. Frog. Terra Fire was to deal with Tinkaton. Taunt to like mess up with like Encore and knockoff and talk like Claude shenanigans.
T-Wave.
Yeah, T-Wave. Earthquake for damage, like on Claude. Knockoff is great utility, and then Terra Blast is just for Terra Fire, because I thought Terra Fire was actually pretty good into your team.
Yeah, I brought an item for that.
This is a Fortress set. It's more of a
Yep.
more like a utility than like hazard set. Carton is here to like
Yeah, that's like utility
Carton is here to
fortress.
clean up kills, and then that is the same Pidgeot set as the week before. I think I actually spec corrupted.
It's got
I forget what 2 though.
4 moves instead of 5. Or it's got the same
No, it's
4
the exact
moves.
same 4 moves. Anyways, I want to talk about the 2 at the top now. These 2 are actually designed to work together. So Dragapult and Sylveon are solely meant as a Zamazenta killing squad. And let me explain. We have Thunderwave and Hex on Pult to like slow down Mons and then deal status damage. U-turn for pivoting, and then Hydro Pump is just damage against like Typhlosion and Clodsire, because I'm pretty sure you're going to bring. Did you bring Unaware? Yeah, you brought Unaware, so it would do damage. I didn't think you'd be bringing Lapras this week as well, so I felt a lot more confident in the Hydro Pump. Sash basically just gave us 2 tries to Thunderwave. If we missed the first one, we could go for another one, or it gave us Hex damage against Zamazenta. And then also, Sylveon was designed, so inside having utility and Heal Bell, and then Yawn, Psyshock was good damage for Clodsire. Hyper Voice it was like a roll to kill on Zamazenta, and also with the speed EVs, Sylveon always outsped Zamazenta after it's paralyzed.
Oh, it would be really bad if I got paralyzed.
Oh,
Anyways.
actually, that's why I brought Sash.
Look at this
because you
yummy
had-
berry I like to
That's
eat.
why I had Sash, so I got 2 tries.
I came into this battle and I decided to cook.
Yeah.
Subtle foreshadowing. Does it get 2 tries?
So we have Akaberry, Tinkaton. I do like Tinkaton when it has chances to, when it can like steal items. I know you said you brought this to like deal with Pidgeot, which I think
Yep, this was meant to 1v1 Pidgeot.
It does hate
I wonder
birds.
what Pokemon the power of Solar Beam was for, and I wonder if it was Mr. Toad, not Mr. Frog.
It was for the Seismitoad
Yeah.
that did not show up.
Oh, vacuum cleaner!
This is a Mandibuzz set.
Foul Play Okos once you click Dragon Dance.
Yeah, I figured that. Z Sunny Day. I was not prepared to see brought. I think that's a cook.
Yep, this outspeeds Scarf Dragapult.
Yeah, because you get chlorophyll boost as well. Yeah. Weather
Yep.
Ball is very clearly for Fortress, and I respect that a lot. I'm curious about the. I'm a little shocked by the gunk shot on Clodsire. I won't lie.
It was for it like 2 hits
Okay,
Sylveon.
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. Otherwise, it makes sense. I'm surprised by no hazards. I won't lie. And then that's a Zamazenta set.
That's a Zamazenta set.
Yeah, let's jump into it. Yeah, this was a tough fucking team to prep for, I will say. I mean, we had you at the top. Me, you, and Maggie had you at the top of power rankings for a reason. And this team is absolutely.
Look at my little
This team
friend.
has absolutely proved it. I think that was the right switch, but then I think I should have just gone for 2 Earthquakes here. Also, in hindsight, I should have brought fucking Air Balloon. Like, I don't know why
Yeah,
I
I
brought
was gonna say, I
bring
can
Air
just-
Balloon.
Gunk shot is disrespectful.
Yeah.
I was expecting a possible switch.
I figured.
I let Clodsire die here. It's done its job.
I'm like, okay, let's just Heat Wave.
very unfortunate thing happens here. Yep. Because now I don't 1v1. Because the idea is Gigaton into Thunderwave into Gigaton always kills.
I'm like, okay, yeah, Pidgeot can die here, or Pidgeot can.
And then because I don't kill, I decide just get my rocks up.
I will say,
The fair trade.
And this outspeeds
yeah, this is kind of a gamble though for you. Like I mean, it's always a gamble to click that move. And I'm like, rock. Because I know I need to have. I can't have rocks up in order for like the Pult Sylveon stuff to work. Otherwise, I just lose something. So I have to get rocks up. And then,
I'm curious what you thought I was clicking when you saw the Z activate into Fortress.
No fucking idea.
It was probably not Z
And
Sunday.
then I was not expecting Weather Ball either. And I was like, you know what, that makes sense because Fortress has like piss poor special defense. Also, I believe that crit did matter,
and
right?
Crit does matter. My min roll for clicking Flamethrower into you was 43%.
So that did absolutely matter. And
Holy
I knew with
shit.
Sylveon gone, I was like, I can't win. I was very surprised to see Power Herb. I knew... Like, I can't send Pult in here, because with the specific set I have on Pult, I can't. But Pult gets its one. I will admit, I think I salvaged this better than I should have after that Z Sunny Day.
Yeah, I let my things like get sacked.
No,
I
knew.
And Zamazenta doesn't even hit the field.
I knew I was in trouble with that. I was not prepared for that at all. Well played by you.
Yeah, I mean, Lilligant did its job, which is like the breakthrough Fortress and get chip on other things.
No, but I will say, I'm going to defend myself a little bit. I think your team, my team, does not pair well into your team, because I have a lot of, like, physical wall breakers, and you have Zamazenta and Mandibuzz. Like,
Nobody.
yeah.
And also, like, I brought things that you should not prep for.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be so honest, you should not be prepping for Z Sunny Day Weather Ball.
Why the fuck would I prep for that? Like, respectfully.
Take notes at home in the comments.
Respectfully. Yeah, Bushy Foe and Andro, take notes.
I would never bring weird sets to battles.
Like, like, I don't know. I felt like I cooked a little bit as well. I'm gonna be, like, I think I cooked. But you're in a fucking Michelin star restaurant here! You're earning your AA rosettes! Like...
I feel like I have to cook because Clodsire and Mandibuzz bring the same 4 moves every game.
Like...
So I feel like with my other guys, I gotta, like, really spice it up because my team is so easy to just bring, like, the same 6 mons, same 4 moves
like,
every
I'm
week.
Cooking, like...
And it just gets easier
I'm
to prep
cooking
for.
like I'm... Also, maybe in hindsight, I think I had to bring... Yeah, I had to bring Adamant or Jolly on cart over Adamant because I think Typhlosion dies to Adamant, right? Crit?
If you crit me,
yeah, that
you
matter.
crit.
So if I was Adamant, so it would kill, but like with the crit, but no, yeah, it was not a good spot for me. Like I knew this would be.
Yeah, and I think I'm pretty sure Zamazenta can just come in and like doesn't die to any of the knockoff.
No, yeah,
for sure,
absolutely
you're
not.
Scarf.
No, once Sylveon was out, I knew I had no chance. But it's like I kind of.
And actually, I think I could have just went into the bird as well because you would have had +1.
No, absolutely.
And Mandibuzz killed.
I will say, like I think, like I knew, again once that Z Sunny Day went off, I had no way to win. Like respectfully, because.
Yeah, like once you're in playoffs, like differential doesn't matter.
But like I had to.
So like I'm fine sacking mons if I know I don't.
But like I had to try. Like I was going to try my hardest. I knew what my ways out possibly could have been, and I was like playing for those. Again, I think this was a really bad matchup for me, just because again you have a really strong team.
I got a dog.
I think. I do think.
Is that Nubs?
I think.
18th pick, by the way.
That's criminal. That's MVP Lilligant.
Nobody can blame themselves. Like everyone must blame themselves for this.
Like,
millions
I
must
got
blame.
Dragapult, so I think I'm off the hook. But like I will say, I'm happy with where my season ended. I think top 6, going in as a second seed in the playoffs. I think I did pretty well for myself. Bias aside. especially after losing the last 3 weeks going into of the regular season.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll take top 6.
So we have, I believe, 2 battles
Yes, we
left,
do.
right?
We first have Parker versus.
We
Battle
first have
friends.
Bramblegast.
Hey, we don't know when we'll need to pull up Smogon real quick. Also, look, he's right here.
There are 2 birds on your team, Andro.
2 birds.
There are 2
And
birds
they're
on
on the
your
left
team.
and right side.
True.
It's true.
And Parker also has at least 1 bird, possibly up to 3.
Let's do a
Parker
bird
has
analysis of
1,
Parker's team
2,
real quick.
potentially 3 birds. I feel.
Oh,
I'm looking at the guy on the far right as a
Okay.
bird.
we can go up to 4.
Alright.
Garchomp
I was
is a
gonna go
bird, though.
Trump.
That's a plane.
So on Parker's team we have Garchomp, Mamoswine, Mega Diancie, Gigalith, Skarmory, and Tentacruel. And then on Andrew's team we have Sirfetch, Titan, Slowking, Heatran, Bramblegast, and Landorus. I fuck with this set a lot on Garchomp. I think that's pretty like stock standard.
That's a
That's a
Garchomp set if I've
standard
ever
like
seen
super
one.
Garchomp set. I like the Iron Head specific bring for this battle.
Yeah, there's Andrew, a lot of your like major threats are steel
This
weak.
guy, Mega Altar.
Like between Mega Altaria and Satitan
Yeah.
alone, like it's really worth. The
I
bring
like
steel
Scarf
move.
on Mamoswine a lot. I think the spikes is interesting on Mega Diancie. I don't know. I'm not a big.
I feel like Mega Diancie does not have the bulk.
I
to pick that move
agree.
too
I agree.
often.
Even though it has like 110, 110.
I feel like there's so many like. You want to run Earth Power on that a lot of times. You want to run like Mystical Fire on that a lot
I
of
like just see
times.
it go off offensively. I think that's its biggest strength, and that's not it.
With this, what you can do with Mega Diancie is not Terra, keep it regular and click spikes while you still have 115 both
Yeah,
defenses.
no, I can get behind that a little bit. We have, I think something that I think I've sold Parker on, which is Assault Vest Gigalith.
That is a
Oh my
Gigalith set.
God.
It gets to go boom
Yeah.
even.
I'm
Truly a
Assault
treat.
Vest Gigalith is so good though. I'm curious why he. I mean, yeah, I think Ironhead is just really good into your team. Like as we were saying with Ironhead on Garchomp on Skarmory, I like Brave Bird as well.
Well, I would have liked to see Body Press on this to hit like Heatran, because otherwise Heatran's such an easy switch
Yeah,
in
I mean,
on Skarmory.
I think you kind of need Brave Bird for like Bramble and stuff as well. I guess it comes a question of like, do you swap? Which do you prefer? I don't know. I like especially maybe I'm gonna swap out like Stealth Rocks because you're going more offensive anyway. I feel like it'd be fine to run rocks or not run rocks and run Body Press.
I have a lot of hazard
Yeah.
removal,
Yeah.
so at the same
Mhm.
yeah, like I don't know, I also would have slotted out rocks for DP.
Also,
Also, I'm concerned about the lack of Roost on Skarm. I feel like Skarm really wants to click Roost.
I will say, I think I kind of fuck with Scarf Tentacruel here a little bit.
Okay, I was
actually
waiting
like
for you
it.
to get to this thing because I think Scarf Tentacruel is so fucking
He's got
cool.
such a good moves set. Also, you know what is weirdly a
If
It's
you've
at,
got
like,
a
it is at a
team,
really good speed tier, because it's
if
at
you've got
100.
yeah, I was gonna say if you've got a team that's not too bulky, especially
It's this
Tentacruel
guy.
is an insane revenge killer and like sweeper.
But like with Liquidus as well.
Yeah,
it's-
Tentacruel does struggle to break through the
But that's
Slow King.
it.
Oh, there's
I
a
feel like
Slow
this team
King.
has a
Yeah.
lot of issues breaking. This team does not have any way to hit Slow King for super effective outside
Knockoff.
of one knockoff.
No, yeah. But I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I feel like actually with Liquidus, it hard counters Bramble.
It does.
Anyways, on to it.
You just get
Team,
free sludges.
We have
OSP.
Choice Banded Surfetch. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that thing is gonna like kill anything with first impression.
Yes,
Cursed.
Slow King looks
Oh, with
Like a
Colderberry.
fucking-
Yeah.
with Culberberry looks like an absolute just.
Om nom nom.
I think it's gonna feast, and I haven't seen any of these games. I just think that thing is going to just
We
feast
have-
this game.
I think the only way you kill this Slow King is with like a crit explosion from.
Or you
We
crit
have
knock off
Curse
and
Rest Talk to Titan. I kind of fuck with it, especially in the Parker's team. I think it's actually
Ooh.
really scary.
Yeah,
Oh,
that thing
you
is
brought
really
my
funny.
favorite Heatran set, and I love you for that. I love Scarf Eruption Heatran. It's so much fun. Remember, kids, Heatran has
Especially 'cause,
130
like,
Spatak.
that thing is going to. That thing
And
is going to get
there
its
are a lot of
choke.
scarps this game, which makes sense because Andrew, your team does like cap out at 101 with the
Yeah.
Lando, which is
Yeah,
like
it
kind of a scary speed to stop at,
Especially when I'm not
especially when
running
you're
Slush
not
Rush.
running Slush Rush to
Yeah.
Titan this game.
Yeah, I think it's really nice. I like. I'm curious. What is? Iron Tails from Mega Diancie. Duh. Does
Admittedly, I thought I changed Iron Tail off because Earth
I
Power
was gonna say
does
does Earth
more,
Power
so
does
I
Earth
don't know
Power
why I
kill
left
anyway?
there.
That's what I was about to ask.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're modest.
I just meant to switch it, and I just I thought I swear I switched it, and Showdown just didn't switch it,
Awkward.
the battle. but it didn't.
This
really
game
matter,
is up
so.
for review. We are going to speak to the Showdown devs.
Like that's a Bramble set. No, I think that these are really solid sets. Yeah, no,
The strength step is very scary because you could magic bounce it into yourself. You could hit the liquid
no,
ooze.
yeah, I think like
Yeah, no.
it's very like stock standard to bring and not bad in that regard. But like, yeah, no, exactly. There's a lot of ways it could go wrong. Yeah, I think the biggest issue is for Parker's team. Can he kill? Can he? Yeah, can he
Slow
kill
King.
If he can,
And like, I just looking at the team, the answer feels
I
like
feel
a
like
no.
honestly the best
Yeah.
chance you have is through Garchomp, and that feels really unreliable. Actually, when I think about it,
Yeah, you have to like get probably one minimum, maybe two Swords Dances to kill that
probably only
thing.
need one, but like still, that like you're risking Scald, you're risking Toxic. It's really
I was gonna say one was Scale Shot, I think.
It was.
Someone do the calc.
It was one with
Yeah.
skill shot, based on.
Anyways,
Yeah.
let's jump
I
into
remember
it.
just from how the game went.
I think Mamo really good lead, especially because you can just. I mean, you probably that does nothing.
Yeah, a crit doesn't even kill.
What?
Oh, and so
And then now you're burned.
Oh,
So
okay,
now
Mamo's
you're
yeah.
out of the
burned.
game. No.
It's turn 2, and the game has been decided.
That was
And there goes the weather.
The Slowking was to bait the Mamo because Mamo. Was
Oh,
a huge
and we
fan of
lose
the game.
Gigalith that quick. Oh no. Oh no.
And now Slowking can't die.
Oh. Okay, losing leftovers. That's not bad. But like, I think Mamo's useless after it gets burned. I feel.
Yeah, I think you don't switch. I think you just sack Mamo once it gets burned.
Oh no, and it's cursing up. Oh no.
Jove.
Oh.
I would have liked to see Whirlwind on Skarm.
Unless we get
Uh,
some.
Oh.
Ooh.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Is
Never
there a
mind.
Whirlwind on
Oh,
Never mind,
big
we're safe
crit.
now.
I wasn't allowed to use Rust.
I mean, like, I think Mamo overstayed his welcome. Like, yeah, like, how are we killing this thing now?
how are we killing the
How-
Slowking?
You're not.
Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, like, he...
First of all, bastard to get 2 burns.
Like, there goes Mega Diancie. And, like... I think, okay, yeah, going for Skill Shot, really good here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to click the skill shot button.
I don't know if you go for it a second time, though. I think you just go for Iron Head, right?
Now you take a lot of damage from a first
Yeah,
impression.
exactly my thought. That's safe, though. Oh, never mind! That's...
Good read.
Yeah, that's a really good read.
I think CC
Ooh.
just killed Garchomp.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes more sense.
It probably did.
Oh.
Although I doubt you outspeed it at times
Big
too, so
crit.
it's risky. But it might not kill because it's not gonna nesty up.
Yeah, I feel like...
I do like the Scarf Tentacruel. I think the Scarf Tentacruel is really good.
Actually, that might not be a bad... I think that's a really good switch from Parker. Oh!
I was gonna say, that's a really good
But
switch.
like, yeah, this just happens now.
But Slowking just keeps healing up.
Now I think it comes in for Surf. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Wait, never mind. That's good. That's good.
Ooh.
Does he go for skill shot here?
Switch, yeah.
Okay, that should be fine. I mean, it doesn't matter because it's going to be revenge killed by Starfetch, most likely.
Or the Scarf
yeah.
Lando,
Yeah.
Too.
which now just gets the click.
Dead.
Oh wait, never mind, because it's
Yeah, forgot that thing. Or like that was the turn I figured out the scarf.
I'm also. Wait, no, that's 130 and like banded. No wonder that killed through this.
that's 130 banded, and
Yeah.
Tentacruel is not known for having
Yeah,
physical
it's
defense.
Special defense.
Known physical tank.
Yes, 65. That goes to
Ooh,
Slowking,
go.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's just no way for Parker to kill
Yeah.
Slowking at all.
Yeah.
Like Slowking could just come in and pivot out and just get you the perfect. And it got multiple
Yeah.
massive Scald burns like on the Mammo. Like I think, without a question, that goes to Slowking.
However, I will say I think the round 5 MVP is Hisui and Lilligant.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
we didn't talk about MVP for the other battle, but I think it was a.
Oh, I
Galen
thought we
Lilligant.
mentioned. Yeah, my bad. Oops.
Like
Yeah,
I don't.
but
There wasn't
Julius
really a
did
question I
say
think
that.
for that battle because that mod just blew your.
No, like
Team
yeah,
wide open,
that's
pretty
exactly
much.
what it did. Now we have one last battle for tonight, which is Lex versus Andro. The winner of this
Oh no.
will make top 3. Top cut will be in our lower bracket finals, and fighting Bushy for a spot in finals.
Now, Gus, you haven't seen these sets, have you? I think I showed you one of them from today.
Yes, you did.
Yes, this was freshly battled today as well. So we have 2 teams, obviously. So we have on Andrew's side we have Landorus T, or Lando, not Landis T. Landorus T. I'm surprised no one drafted Landorus T. Actually, just looking back at the season, fucked up. Landorus T, Slowking.
Was it a tier
Yeah.
0? Yeah, that's why.
It's still good as a tier 0.
But there's like Spectrier and
But there's a
Spectre
Zamazenta.
sucks.
insane hero zeros.
Yo,
I
mama.
think Spectrier is better than Lando T.
I don't know. Spectre is very one-dimensional.
Lando
Lando.
T in like the most like way I can put it, just a little gay.
So we have Landorus Incarnate, Slowking, Bramblegast, Heatran, Mega Altaria, and Titan. And on Lex's side, we have Lapras, Hisui and Lilligant, Clodsire, Zamazenta, Manabuzz, and Tinkaton. If we're going to look at Andrew's sets first, we've got... Yep. Oh, look at that. Life Orb, Sheer Force, Landorus. Who would have ever expected that?
Ding 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 ding.
Like one of the few times I actually just ran Life Orb because I needed Scarf on it most other weeks.
Yeah, I think this is
Yeah,
the issue
that's
of the
with,
speed.
with your team. Like it's a mod you want to run Life Orb on, but your team like just doesn't have the speed really, so you kind of have to run Life Orb on it a lot, or we have to run Scarf on it a lot.
Yeah.
We've got Ice Rock Slowking. I like Psychic Noise to like shut down Clodsire a lot.
Yep, Psychic Noise is good into Clodsire.
I think
for
Yawn
sure.
and Toxic
Can
is
confirm.
interesting.
It's because after the first Toxic, I expected either Claude or Tinkaton to just switch
So
into
you can
it.
just yawn.
And Yawn forces pivot.
That is true. No,
like,
Yawn-
forces the opponent. To
One of my
switch.
favorite things to do is just yawn, keep yawning. It's like no, like but like that's actually a game you have to play. Is like if you yawn something, and you can just click, you have a chance to just click yawn again and really fuck with them.
Especially if you have hazards.
Yo,
up.
yeah. I like the Bramble set. That thing actually does damage with like Banded, Poltergeist, and Power Whip. I like Shadow Sneak for revenge killing. And Rapid Spin's just a good move to have. I'm a bit curious about the Heatran set because like it's max. It's not like Scarf or anything, but you do have max attack, max speed. And but then it's like Toxic and Rocks.
I think. Honestly, I don't remember fully. I didn't choice it because I figured it would be really obvious if I choiced it and Claude would just start switching in on it.
Or if I brought a Typhlosion with Flash Fire. on like a eruption.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
too.
that could be really bad for you. I mean, to be fair, it can't click eruption on you, but
Yeah, but I could click Scorching Sands into
that's
it.
fair.
Dink.
Mega Altaria, I think, is really solid for this battle, especially like a sweeper set. I think is actually really good into Lex's team. Lex, you do have a bit of a fairy weakness, and that Earthquake does cover it as well. I think that's something we talked about last time. That covers like most of your team, actually. Wait, yeah, so that would hit those two moves hit 5 out of the 6 Pokemon you brought super effective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I think Heal Bell, lovely cleric power potential. And there's
Especially when I have a
Yeah.
Clodsire that likes to
Yeah.
click the move Toxic.
and,
I mean, we saw what happened last
yeah,
time.
and that's
I was gonna say last time you used all 16 heal bells, so
and
And you used all 16 Toxics.
and that's Citrus Berry, Slush Rush, Belly Drums, Titan. Yep, it's good. Okay, let's look at these abominations. First off, we have Loaded Dice, D-Dance, Icicle Spear, Ironhead, Earthquake, Lapras.
Lapras decided to be evil
Yeah.
today.
We have Scarf, Hisuian Lilligant with Close Combat, Leaf Blade, Triple Axle, and Healing Wish. I like Healing Wish a lot, actually. Liquidation Clodsire, interesting. Also, Red...
I felt like it was the best like single move to hit the most
Okay, yeah,
things.
makes sense. Red card with counter is funny. I like Spikes as well because I think Androcene isn't really that Stealth Rock's weak, so I think Spikes is actually a little bit better, especially because it's spammable. Recovers is good to have.
So with this spread, I live a Terra Ground, Satitan Belly Drum. Well, because I'm unaware, so like Belly Drum doesn't matter. But I live in Earthquake.
Ooh.
From Terra Ground Satitan, and then I red carded out to get rid of the Belly Drum boost, and then I counter whatever came in and kill it.
And then there's
Were you immediately gonna go into that if I belly drummed, or were you gonna go Lilligan first? I'm curious what.
It kind of depended on like where it was at, like, or like what the shape of the battle was. I had multiple options on dealing with
Yeah.
it
Gotcha.
because I knew it was a threat.
do we even want to talk about that
And then there's
Zamazenta set?
Zamazenta.
God damn.
Nobody expects to throat spray Zamazenta with hyper voice.
Definitely did not expect that.
She messaged me that set with the caption, "This dog is fucked up."
Andro, I'm assuming your reaction to that was this equal to mine when I see Z Sunny Day, Hisui, and Lil again. Where it's just like, what the fuck?
Honestly, the hyper voice throat spray proc, I didn't react too much. It was the steel beam. The steel beam is what got me. I was just like, oh. I was just like, oh.
Yeah, that was more like I was like okay, and then Weather Bomb like oh,
Yeah, I realized the rest of my team this week was gonna be really physical. And I know like physical Zama is like the most obvious thing in the world. So I was like, well, if Andrew's entire team's gonna be physically defensive, what if I make Zamazenta not
well,
physical?
that's certainly a Mandibuzz set. I wonder if I've never seen that before.
What?
Yachiberry, so I live in Ice Spinner, and then I Oko with Foul Play into Titan.
Dink.
And then what am I looking at? Tinkaton. Slackberry Swords Dance.
I needed a sixth guy, and it was like, well, this thing could probably be a surprise.
I am
Yeah!
surprised.
All right, let's get into the battle.
And I'm also pickpocket, so if I activate my Salakberry, I could start stealing your items.
I think Mandibuzz is just a really nice lead because you can always U-turn out.
No flame body today.
Well, it's got Toxic. Also, it's Flash Fire most likely for. Yeah, it is Flash Fire for.
You never know.
Bye.
Uh-oh.
Bye, Brambley.
Thank you for showing up, Bramblegast.
I almost clicked Toxic again on the Heatran, and I really regret not doing that.
I think actually getting that second Dragon Dance is really. That did way less than I thought it would though. Actually.
Yeah, Slowking. That's when I realized the Slowking was physically like bulky, and I was glad I brought the special Zamazenta.
I feel like.
This is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I looked through Lapras's learn set, and I did not see Ironhead until after the battle.
I think that's a smart extra D dance because like, what else are you like going to do? Because now you
So that was a max roll, by the way.
Ah.
So it's only a chance I kill. My max roll is like
it's
51%.
fine.
My min roll is like
It's
44.
fine.
So at this point, like I die, but that's fine. I've done enough with that thing.
Yeah. I
Bink.
pretty much had to bank on a miss there because everything else just dies to this if it switches in.
Here comes Bird of Malice. Yeah, just pivot out again. That's flamethrower damage. Hello, Zamazenta.
What happens next might shock you.
Toxic.
So I
Yeah.
needed the throat spray activation to kill Mega Altaria.
Oh, yeah, I also didn't expect the body press after I saw the hyper voice. That one got me a little bit. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean it still does more damage and like it's still more
Yeah,
reliable
that
than
still made
Focus Blast. It
sense,
still
yeah.
kills.
Yeah.
I just should have prepped for mixed. I did not.
And it's
Why would
now
you
just,
prep
like,
for
it does
that though? It's like
There's no reason to
Yeah.
prep for that.
There's always
And that's
time
why I
to
brought
prep
it.
for throat spray
Of course.
special. What is Zamazenta's special
80.
attack?
Like 80.
Yeah.
Respectable.
It's enough to where like I could make it work.
Yeah.
You certainly did.
No, those two sets just ended me.
so.
Lapras and
Round 6
Zamazenta.
MVP is just Zamazenta.
I don't know,
Has to be.
Lapras could be.
I honestly,
Could be
I think
Lapras.
it could be the Lapras because the Lapras really is the one who like broke
Okay,
through the
okay.
team. Like Lapras killing the Titan,
Yeah.
Even killing Bramble, which had the potential to do a lot of damage.
and it did a lot of damage to
Okay,
Slowking
yeah, I
as
can
well.
mind that.
Yeah.
True.
So that means we have that Andro has been eliminated after what I'll say. I'll be honest, Andro, hell of a run through the lower bracket.
Yep.
No, yeah.
I'm a playoff joker, so.
No, you did
That's
like
pretty
what
easy for me.
I think I will say like you did what I think I was hoping to do in the lower bracket, like where you lost round 1, have a hell of a fight in next round, and then just keep going up from there. And I think beating Parker, I won't lie, I was not expecting that going into that battle to see that outcome. It was a hell of a battle. It's been a hell of a battle against Ben as well. I think losing to that.
It's the Slowking different.
So now,
Slowking did carry both those matches.
Slowking's a hell of a Pokemon. So now we have our top 3, which is Foe is waiting in finals, and Lex and Bushy will fight each other this week. And congratulations to Lex for being our first ever double top 3er. You made it to 3rd place last season, so you'll either finish at or above where you finished last season.
Yeah, I'm hoping to improve. If I win, this is going to be my first ever grand finals if I beat Bushy, so a lot of pressure on that.
Actually, I will say this is, I think for all 3 of you, you've all had a way better season than last season or an improved season. Because if I'm not mistaken, I mean, all of you did make playoffs last season, but I think Bushy finished.
I believe Foe finished
Yeah, Foe
4th.
finished 4th, and then Bushy finished 5th/6th. I think technically 6th because Jami had the higher score going, or like higher placement going into playoffs. Jami is the 5th place finisher. But yeah, no. So we have. I'm really happy to see like a lot of teams that we ranked quite highly at the start of the season. They did.
But also some of the horses, or some of the teams we like had as dark horses, you know, like Ben and Parker's team. I don't think we were like particularly too high on going into the season.
No.
For them to make like top 6 or whatever,
I think, like looking back at our
like top 8, top 6.
I will say, pat on the back for us. The top 4 teams, we all had them in A tier or above.
I was gonna say because I believe my team was ranked number 1 and Bushy's was ranked number 2, right? And like Foe's was number 4.
We have Fo number 5 and Andrew number 7.
Okay.
But we had 5 people in our A tier, so
Yeah.
I think honestly I will say I think the two people who I think have had the most incredible of seasons are, funnily enough, people that Andro knocked out, being, I think Ben and Parker did way better than anyone expected them to. From, like, I think that...
Speak of the devil.
Oh,
Oh, hey, Ben.
For real.
From, like,
oh.
last place and third to last season to both having top 8 finishes, I think that's a hell of a mark up, and you guys are getting my...
Yeah.
Ben, you're my second most improved player for the season. Parker's number 1, just because Parker climbed further.
No, it's still
And started, well, he started lower down as well, so...
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at the power rankings that like me, Violet, and Guy did, we had both Ben and Parker in our
Yeah.
bottom tier.
Mhm.
They both placed top 6.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ben was top 8, but... Yeah.
Or yeah, sorry, top 8. Yeah.
No, I think it's been a hell of a season. We're nearly at the end. And I'll conclude this week, and we'll see you guys next week. Or at the end of the season, actually.